up, everybody?
What's up, Joe?
Squash the beef. We got some lovely guests.
Yeah, hi all.
Hello, this is Sooyoung, and that's her lovely boyfriend Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on, guys?
Well, I'm on behalf of Brian.
Oh yeah. Brian can't be here today, so he needs to go somewhere. So this Brian replaced our original Brian. So yeah, how's everything going?
Great.
Yeah, nice.
How you been, Joe?
Been busy, just working and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, you can call me Jessie for now because I got a new
Really?
English name for the new job. Because working as a recruiting consultant at global companies, so I need
Oh yeah, that's what you did
English
now, right?
name for that. Yeah. Jessie.
So we'll call Sooyoung, Jesse, and
Yep.
Brian. But so I have like many questions we want to ask. But you guys are like good friends. So like, yeah, they're both Koreans, and you guys are like, how did you guys learn English? First of all.
Do you want to
Yeah. Actually, I've never studied English in abroad.
What?
Only in Korea. And I majored in English literature and language
Nice.
university. So I don't know how I learned English like this, but the one thing is I like speaking English, and then I have a lot of friends to share my stories.
Right. You never studied abroad,
Yeah.
so you only lived here and like studied here.
Yeah.
How do you like? Because Koreans, their education is very like listening and writing.
Yeah.
So if you want to speak really well, you have to really like try and fail. Fail many times.
Still, I make a lot of mistakes when I speak in English, and I'm weak at writing. Though, yeah.
No, you're really good. That's really good. Like,
Thanks.
Brian, what about you, man? How did you learn like
Well,
English?
I lived in the States like when I was young, for 3
Oh.
years. But that's all. So I'm not as fluent. I'm definitely sure I'm not as fluent as like other guests who have been here. But please understand.
What? You guys are like really. You guys are like fluent. Please understand that I am not perfect.
한국말도 할 거야.
So they're gonna speak a little bit of Korean too, so it's all good. We'll just try to translate and go on. But so you guys have lived here for all your life.
Yeah. Right.
So you guys now work, right? Both of you are working. What do you guys do in Korea? Like, what are your jobs? Like, what do you guys? What kind of jobs do you work at?
I used to work as a medical representative in farm corporation for like 2 years, and now I got a new job. As I mentioned before, I'm working as a recruiting consultant at global company.
Right. So like you're a recruiter, like
I'm a recruiter, so I can help you if you want to move your job. So yeah, I like this.
Oh really?
Yeah. If you want, you can.
To help like foreigners too. I'm actually looking for.
Oh, you are?
But I don't know. Maybe that's something later. Yeah, but what about you?
Well, the funny thing is, like I used to work at a company that she's working at right now.
Oh.
Yeah, and like after I left the company, she just joined.
So you recruited Brian?
The other way around,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah,
Oh.
I recruited her to our company.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you guys met?
Yeah, he recommended for that.
Oh, so you were like working at a company?
Yeah.
Like, and then you guys met like that?
Oh no. We were like, we have been dating for 8 years now, and the first time we met was in the university.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on one second. Can you move
Oh,
back a little?
Should I?
No, it's all good. It's like. Oh, really? So 8 years? Oh, wow. It's like since college and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, how was I have so many questions because like, I'm a Korean American guy, so I never lived in Korea for like, since I was a kid. So like, how's the work culture here? Because
Work culture.
is it like, you know when you see on TV like America, like people are, when they're, you know, in their like companies and stuff, it's so like free. You call people like your manager, your boss by their names.
Right.
So like, hey Alvin, how are you?
Yeah.
But in Korea, it's very like different, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So what kind of things do you, because you're both Koreans, but you're also very like Western minded people.
Right.
That's why I love you guys. You guys are so open. You guys are both really good looking and also.
Oh, so flattering.
Yeah. So I was wondering, how is the work culture in Korea? Like, is there some things that you're like, I wish this was different, like in Korea, or are there things like that? Like, I wish this was like this, but too bad.
Yeah.
Do you see things like that in your
Yeah,
in your
of course.
culture?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I see the difference is that in Korea companies,
Yeah.
there are so many hierarchies. Like they have
Oh
to,
yeah.
just follow the what's it called, like
Upper
Samsa?
management.
Yeah.
Samsa들,
Mhm.
So like when you're working, do they push you more?
I think
Like
they do
stress you out and
right.
kind of
Mhm.
make you like feel smaller?
Mhm. Yeah, right. And you know, there's no excuse in Korean companies. Like if they suck, then we
Oh.
have to just make it.
Yeah.
No excuse.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is what I heard. Like in Korea, if you are, let's say you're working and there's an impossible job, right? Let's say, for example,
Okay.
your manager is like, "Hey, make this bottle right now. I'll give you 5 minutes. Make a plastic bottle."
Okay.
You know it's impossible,
Yeah.
Right.
but I heard that you can never say, "Oh, I don't think that's possible,"
Yeah.
that's
or you get like,
hell is
spanked.
Yeah, at least you should try it first, and then you can
Yeah.
say, "Oh, it's impossible." But
Right.
Oh my god, yeah.
You should try first.
Yeah.
What if you fail? What if you fail? Like, do you look like an idiot, or they're like, "Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. I knew you couldn't do it, but just wanted you to try."
Yeah,
Or-
I think it depends on each situation, but yeah, at least you should try first
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
give excuses. Well, I've tried this,
Oh,
but
really?
it didn't work out well.
Uh-huh.
What should I do next? Sort of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, then he's gonna like give instructions or something. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there like some things? Okay, so for example, right? You know when you have upper management, and let's say you're talking to like your manager, and sometimes, like for me, because I'm like Korean American, so if I had a boss who's Korean, sometimes I might you have to talk formally, like 존댓말.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
have to talk like, if there's someone higher than you, always 존댓말 meaning like a formal language all the time. But sometimes, this is a Korean thing, but sometimes you may add like informal words sometimes. Like I do that sometimes,
I do.
even to my parents or like people older or higher than me. So I would say like, 밥 드셨어요? 그거 맛있는데, 맛있잖아. Like that.
I see. Okay.
Or like, did you 이거 했어요? 뭐 쉽잖아. Like,
Yeah.
so what I'm saying is like, you should do it. It's easy. But what I'm doing is I mixed like the formal language and then informal. So are they very very strict about this? Like these kind of things or like policies? Is it really like strict?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I think it depends on the company because my previous job, the pharmaceutical company is like so hierarchy culture.
Yeah.
So at the time, I should answer to all the questions like Tanaka. Do you know what I mean? It's like how can I express it? It's like a phrase, right?
Yeah. Well, you know that like in Korean there are a lot of different ways to express 존댓말, right?
Oh
But-
yeah. Like you can be really formal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what she
really
said.
formal.
Like,
It's like-
you have to answer it like 알겠습니다. 뭐뭐 해도 되겠습니까?
Yeah, like
And what's the next one?
Oh, like guy and
Tanaka.
da, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
more,
Really
like
like-
army culture.
like
Yeah.
more formal than formal, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's what.
So you have to talk like that.
Yeah, so that's why I so shocked at the first time, and
Yeah.
and after moving my job to a global company, I was shocked a second time because I can call the boss names.
By their English names or
Yeah, English name.
your bosses are Koreans or
British. Like, I mean,
She's currently working at an English company.
yeah.
So,
So, there are a lot of foreigners in that, and the country manager is also
English.
from British. So
yeah.
So I can call the English names.
That's awesome, right? For you?
Yeah.
It's like easier.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so you worked at a Korean company and a foreign company. So what kind of differences do you see if I were to work at a Korean company someday?
First of all, in Korea company, absolutely they have their own boss room in there, but the foreign company they don't have. I don't know the other companies have one, but in my company, country manager also work next to me, works in the space. I mean.
The space.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm so surprised at that.
Oh.
And 그 약간 absolutely there's no hierarchy culture in that.
Oh, really? There's
So
no
I feel like
hierarchy?
so comfortable.
Oh, wow! So it's much more comfortable. Are they like? So for example, in Korea, 퇴근할 때 when you leave when you finish work,
yeah.
and you want to leave. Let's say your work time ends at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Korean companies, I heard that you can never leave at 6, right?
Yeah. And there's a lot of 야근, overworked. And I should say goodbye to my boss if I want to. 퇴근하겠습니다. And then also say sorry because I can go first. 그래서 but in a global company, I don't need to say bye, see you tomorrow. Just leave the office after 6 p.m.
Right. Do you get your own lunchtime too?
Yeah.
Like you can go lunch whenever you want?
Yeah, of course.
Damn, man. What about you?
In Korean company, we can never imagine.
Never imagine.
We should see the boss leaving first, and then leave, and then for the lunch, we have to go to lunch together as a team. Usually, depends on situation, but yeah.
Oh, really? So you work at a Korean company right now?
Yeah.
Oh, how come you should
Well, I used to work at her company, but.
Oh, you used to work at your
He used to work at this company
after
and
I left,
he
she just
did
left.
and he recommended me for that. So
Dude!
That's how it works.
weird.
Why'd you quit? Sooyoung loves her job now.
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
well, I also loved her. Well, I also loved working as a recruiter, but I thought I was more fit to oversee sales position, so I'm currently working as an overseas sales representative.
Is it hard to is it hard for a Korean person to get an international job? Is it hard to work at an international company? Because I think it's way better. Like I have friends who are Koreans and they work international companies and CEOs are not Korean, they're like German and they're like from other countries and they absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So my question is like, why doesn't people start like I know it's bad for Korea because then you're working for an international company, so you're like maybe you're like 배신자, like a betrayer.
Well, I think it depends on their confidence. I mean, people's confidence and on their English skill. So if you can speak English, even though it is a little bit, but you can apply for the international job. A lot of people think their English skill is not enough to apply for that, so they don't.
So what kind of you mainly they test your speaking skills or
of course,
or
this English interview
skills? Oh, they got interview in English?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
But not that many Koreans can speak English that fluent. So
See,
that's why.
Okay, my question is this, right? Because Brian is a teacher, not you, Brian, the other Brian, and then I was a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Like my job is I'm a recruiter for English teachers. There's so many schools. like
Yeah.
private schools and you know, even like Hangul after schools, even public schools, they have all like English programs. So many foreigners here that are teaching English. Why is it so hard for like Koreans to like speak English? Like what do you think the main, because I mean I taught English for many years, but and it's hard because the students, I make them speak a lot too. It's not like they're reading the book all the time.
I just recognize the reason because their end point to study English is for Sooyoung. Only the SAT. But SAT, they don't need to study or practice speaking English for the SAT. So they are focused on reading and listening rather than speaking and writing.
Oh, so it's still like that, huh?
Yeah.
Why don't they change? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Is the education department in Korea, is it still like very hierarchical too? Like hierarchy as well? Is everything about the government and about these higher organizations, are they all very, very hierarchy based? Because I really don't understand the like Daeshin. I really don't.
Yeah.
In America, we have SATs, and I'm like, that's so stupid. Right? It's the same thing. So I'm wondering about what do like young people, like your generation, and what do they think about all these like tests and like, what is the general view?
They just live with it, I think.
Yeah.
It's just hierarchy, and they have to just follow the rules. Like we cannot change. I think that's how they think, and they don't like the usual Koreans. They do not think that it's quite unusual that we just study reading and listening. Like they don't feel the needs of studying speaking in English. So
really?
Yeah.
So it's for people like you. You guys are really really good in English because you actually went out of your way. Like you practice. You were like not scared to be shy or be rejected sometimes, like about making mistakes. Is that how you guys?
Yeah.
For all of you Koreans out there, please learn your lesson.
No, it's not that way. But I think it's better for us, like better for a lot of Koreans to just be outgoing and just be active to speaking in English. Like I mean, like what's the matter with getting rejected and like making mistakes?
That's true. Yeah. Man, you should be motivators and mentors for younger generations now.
I'm still learning English, so I think we're in the like same level. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So all right, cool. So like for people who let's say, because a lot of our viewers and listeners are they're not from Korea. They're like from America. They're from France, Italy. We have listeners from all over the world.
Right.
And many of them are very interested in coming here, right?
Oh, really?
And like, you know, not just teaching English, but they love Korean culture and K-pop and like, you know, just everything about this country. So if they want to meet people in Korea, right? How do, you know, for Korean people, it's very easy because, not very easy, but you know, networking is very well done here. Since you're like a young person. If you grew up in Korea from a young age, then you have many opportunities for networking, right? And like meeting people. Isn't that generally the case, or
generally the case? Yes, right.
Okay.
Usual, right?
Because you have like 동참 모임, and I have friends that go to 동참 모임s and all these different meetup groups with their previous colleagues and their you know students that their friends and stuff. They have meetings like every week.
Right.
So how do, you know, foreigners, like people who don't have any networking here, like what are some ways that they can meet Koreans? Do they need to learn? Do you think, honest opinion, like do they need to learn Korean to really break that the ice sometimes, or what do you think?
What's your opinion? Let me think.
Well, I think
It's a hard question. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was always curious about that.
I think they can learn Koreans if they if they go to exercise.
Oh,
in the
okay. There's
gym.
like yoga and exercise,
Yeah.
like health clubs and
Yeah,
sports.
yeah, I think. Because
Okay,
I heard
cool.
that another Brian, Brian make friends in the gym. I mean, the
yeah.
Korean
He did.
friends.
Yeah.
So I think foreigners can make friends in the gym also, like Brian.
Nice. Like
Yeah.
fitness clubs and like sports.
Yeah, sports.
And different activities, I guess. Okay.
Activity.
Are there actual apps because Koreans usually use Naver, like Naver cafes and Naver groups to find these kind of things. So like, would that be the best way generally?
Cafe?
Like
Naver
Naver communities.
Yeah.
Internet cafe or.
Because that's how like my Korean friends do that.
Really?
Yeah, they use like Naver cafe, Naver cafes, and they're like, yeah, I just
Really?
meet new groups.
Oh really?
Like there's yeah.
Good.
Oh, my friend he's in a group where he actually, and there's a girl too, and they look at Naver cafes. They just search online Naver cafes,
Wow.
and they find there's like different groups for different events and like different programs, whatever.
Oh.
Really?
Like this one guy, this one girl actually, she has like this club meeting.
Club meeting.
Like clubs, like
Yeah.
we're talking about nightclubs. So there's a group of 200
Wow.
girls.
Yeah.
200 and only girls only, right?
Oh.
So like 200 girls.
Why do you like it?
I was just surprised.
Do I? Yeah, but there's a group of 200 plus girls that have club meetings. So you can only be a girl, right? And they have like clubs every weekend that they go together and they become like really good friends. So I was wondering if you guys are familiar with like neighbor cafes. Is that a good way, you think?
I think not that many typical Koreans like go to like neighbor cafe and make friends because they already have a lot of friends because they were born here.
Right, exactly right.
But for foreigners, I think that's a good way to make friends here. And also like another way of making good friends is like in Korea there is a lot of people getting around at Itaewon for foreigners. Just going out to hang out at Itaewon and make friends, like make Korean friends and just have drinks and
right.
Like isn't it like how we got closer together?
Yeah.
So
That is how we got closer.
Yeah. You guys met at club, right? The bar.
I was like,
no,
and they were like, yo, Brian. What's your name, man? Yeah, you look really cool. No, we met. Oh, actually, that's the first time we met. That's the first time we met.
The
You're
bar.
right. Because you are friends with Brian, right?
Yeah.
And then we all went to this bar in Itaewon. And then
Yeah, so I introduced
yeah,
them to you.
that's how we met, and then we started hanging out more.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. But like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good way, and also
That's a
like
good
for typical Koreans, they really like there are many people who'd like to hang out with foreigners or like people from America or anywhere.
True.
Like it was a great opportunity for us to hang out with you guys, and I believe there are many people who are willing to, but they don't really have a chance to hang out with you. So, so one good way is to use neighbor cafe and also go to Itaewon or I don't know like but for like in university there's a lot of clubs.
Yeah, universities, man.
University is one of a good way to get many friends.
I would say if you want to come from abroad and like just stay here for a short term, a couple months, definitely you should go to university and join those language the Korean language programs.
Right.
So that's how like people usually like meet up.
I think doing some activity together is the best way to make friends. Like, what about the package trip? Because I believe there are a bunch of package trip programs in Korea. So I think many foreigners can apply for that. and then they can meet Korean friends through the program, isn't it? So
Oh,
it's
right,
like
right. There's like package trips too, right?
Yeah.
In Korea.
Yeah, in Korea, so they
Oh,
can look
right,
around
right.
Korea with the Korean friends.
Oh,
Isn't it?
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, never thought about it, but
Yeah,
I think
actually that's a good idea. Yeah, there's actually like trips that people can take from other countries who want to come here, and they can visit like different cities in Korea, right?
Yeah.
Like Jeju-do or Busan,
Yeah,
Seoul. And
that's
then,
the natural way to make.
oh, that's a
this.
great idea. I didn't even think about that. So, universities study everybody and take trips. And Koreans love to drink.
Yeah.
So I would say one of the best ways is probably just to have like drinking events with different Koreans and such.
Yeah.
All right.
So also, I saw a program. Do you know? Also, 한국은
Yeah. So it's about foreigners who
Yeah.
come to Korea for the first time.
And then I
That's
saw
a really
the
good show.
food trip program through that. So I think it is a good way to go out together with other Korean friends or even foreigner friends, because they can try to eat Korean foods and they can meet Korean friends.
Well, what is this again? Like, is this
food trip?
Oh, there's food trips?
Yeah, food trips. So
Oh, that's really interesting.
yeah, so
I never heard
I
about
forget
this.
the exact name of the program, but the guide lead the foreigners to 종각, was it right? 종각?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah, but-
so I no the
But I know what show you're talking about. It's called Foreigners. I came to Korea for the first time or something.
yeah.
We've come to Korea for the first time or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
they don't know where the best place to try Korean food at the first time. So
Yeah.
the guide lead the foreigners to the 맛집 in Korean.
Machibs are
Yeah.
really popular restaurants, right?
So,
So there's actually groups like that where
Yeah, groups.
they can take you to different restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is actually a tour guide who just
Dude,
leads
I
to
wanna do that.
Popular.
That's fun too. I didn't know about these things. These are very new.
Yeah, it's new.
Okay, so you guys are giving advice about Korea, how to come to Korea and meet people. You've also taken a trip recently for 20 days, right?
Yeah, almost like
Damn.
Tired. You know, I learned the word from the joke. Tired. Like, and then
Don't
I
use
learned
that.
the word shoot from the Brian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't use those things. You learned the wrong things. But yeah, so where did you guys go? Can you talk a little bit about your traveling experiences and because I don't remember the last I had 20 days is a long time, especially if you're a working person. So in Korea, they don't even I don't even think you get 20 days in America like a vacation like that. That's a long time.
Yeah. That was a great time
that's
to
awesome.
go the trip together.
Well, it was lucky that we had 20 days off because
At the same time, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
sweet.
she was moving to my previous
Oh,
company.
right.
And that was the time I also left the company.
Oh, you got a new job too?
Yeah. So, I used to work at her company, but I resigned and I left the company and went to a different company, right? So I had a term there, but it was like both of us had like over 30 days of term.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, so we just decided to go to New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah.
All right, so New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah, we started our trip from northern of the New Zealand, and we moved to southern part, and we went to Australia. Like it was Sydney, right?
Yeah.
And then
wow, that's amazing.
yeah, and then our last trip place was Gold Coast of Australia. It was great.
Gold Coast
Yeah.
of Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Sorry, I don't know anything.
Have you been to
It's-
Australia?
No. We had a couple of Australian guests.
Oh,
Yeah. Those like we had people who lived in Australia for a long time, and like Crystal. She was a guest on our show. She's
I
actually
saw the clip.
she's actually from Australia. So, but I don't know what Gold Coast is. Is it like a beach or something? Or?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you guys get around? Like, did you drive or something, or
Drive.
you drove?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sweet. So you rented a car and then you drove there?
Yeah, drove together.
Damn. So what was the best part of the trip?
Yeah, but the bad thing is that I got a what's it called, like driving ticket? Like what's it called?
Yeah,
Speed ticket.
Speed ticket. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. The driving is different there.
Yeah, the other way around. Yeah.
It's very strict on speed limits.
Yeah. You know, the limit is 100 kilometers.
That's like
Only
50 miles per hour.
60,
So,
yeah, 60
60
miles per hour.
miles.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
So what were we going like 100 miles per hour?
We over like 40 kilometers.
And you're just like, yeah.
You know, in Korea, there's a lot of cars on
Dude,
the road,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
in New Zealand, no one.
Yeah, I'm saying the roads are big too, right?
Right.
Well, where's the police? Why are they there?
Didn't even notice police was there. Like, I was like, oh, what is that? And then
Yeah.
What is those lights? Like, wait, that's me? So was that your first time being pulled over?
yeah,
What,
including in Korea and like on the road.
Oh, so that was
Really?
literally
Really?
your first speed ticket?
Yes.
How was it? That must have been scary. Like,
Yeah, I
oh
was like-
shoot, what's going on?
Yeah, the police chased us.
Yeah.
Like
They chased you?
Yeah.
You didn't stop? You're like, oh shit! Let's go faster!
I stopped.
Some guy is chasing us. He has lights on his car. I don't know what that is.
We felt so bad, like because it was in the morning. Like we were heading to somewhere called Blue Mountains. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
a very good sightseeing place.
Right.
Like we were like so like happy. Oh no, yeah, we're going to Blue Mountains today. But then
That's
he
how
just
you were
threw me
driving?
off. Yeah.
So happy.
Even we don't know that we didn't know we over the speed.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
and
Yeah.
We figured out the overspeed when he chased out like pew, pew, the silent.
That's so funny and really scary too.
Yeah.
That's your first time, right? Yeah. So what happened? Did they pull you over and what did
Yeah.
they say to you? Can I have your
so-
license?
Yeah, just show your
yeah.
international license.
But
And
honestly, do you even need to pay? Because you're in the country for like.
yeah, the thing is like
But it's so tricky.
it was really like funny because they said like you have to pay only if you want to come to New Zealand again. That's the policy.
What?
So if you're not
I know,
to go
but-
to New Zealand again, I don't need to pay any. But if I were to, then I have to pay.
So did you pay?
No, I didn't get the ticket yet because they were supposed to have the ticket.
They mail it to
sent.
you
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Korea?
right. Yeah.
Dude, why are they so like?
Yeah, so like what we were saying was like, couldn't you pay right away? Because like
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
to make any like delays and.
Oh, you say no. You got.
Yeah.
You gotta send the
police
mail.
there.
Where do you pay then? You gotta send the money back to them.
Well, I don't know. Like they're gonna send us.
That
like,
is so dumb.
Yeah.
Why don't they just let you go? How?
You should pay for that, right? You
Yeah, I
will
should.
pay for that.
Yeah, I can pay for that.
Because I'd like to go to New Zealand again.
Yeah.
How was it? How are the people there and everything? Did you meet a lot of Samoans and a lot of like different types of people or?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, for the in New Zealand.
In New Zealand for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, we did, and like a lot of people were really nice because
Oh yeah.
like it's been a while. Like we have been to other countries, so we were kind of like, how's it gonna be like? Can we get along with other people here?
Yeah.
But then like they were really nice to us. Like
Oh, really?
they were really nice to visitors.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not only like the people working at a restaurant or any like, but the people just like walking along the streets. Like they were really nice to us and yeah, just giving information like where to go and like,
Yeah.
Really? So like they're like both Australia, because this is the stereotype for Australians. They're very racist.
Oh really?
Where is this?
Yeah.
Oh,
very-
in Australia?
Yeah, Australia.
Oh.
So that's like a general stereotype that people have.
Oh,
And so we had a guest here, and she's from Australia, and she was like,
Oh.
"That's not true. That's not true at all." But everybody was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I heard about a racist in
Yeah.
Australia, but during our trip, we couldn't feel like that because
Oh.
everyone's everyone's was so kind to
Oh, okay.
us, and then yeah.
What's the main attraction there? Like, what should I do if I go to Australia? Where should I go?
Australia?
Yeah. What's some recommendations you can give people?
Well, we're only in the eastern part. Like we're only in Sydney and Gold Coast.
Oh, you went to
Brisbane.
Sydney?
Yeah.
Sydney and Gold Coast?
Sydney and Brisbane and Gold
Brisbane.
Coast,
Oh, you went
yeah.
to Brisbane too?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some main attractions like? The beach? Is it?
Yeah, first of all, like you have to go to Gold Coast
Gold
because
Coast.
like a lot of
Absolutely.
hot girls are there.
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that? He's gonna kill us both.
And then why is the laughing?
I wasn't expecting that. So
I think we have to cut it.
cut.
And also the beach called Surfers Paradise, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the waves so strong, so you can enjoy the beach. Oh my god, beach.
Yeah.
And
The
then,
beach.
Yeah, the beach. That was my first time to see the strong waves. Because in Korea, I don't know exactly about the other beach waves, but in Korea I've never seen the huge waves. But in the Gold Coast, you can enjoy the literally huge waves in the beach. So I do like swimming.
I love swimming.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you can enjoy the fully in that.
Wow, dude. So like a lot of scuba diving. You guys go scuba diving too?
Didn't get a chance to, but
Yeah, but it is
Oh.
dangerous in that scuba diving where like 잠수 뭐라고 하지? Like they ban swimming and scuba diving in the beach, so you can only the surfing and swimming at the light.
Shallow water.
Shallow water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty badass. Because where's in Korea? Where can you go scuba diving and stuff? Where can you actually like? Are there scuba diving places in Korea?
I heard there are, but we haven't tried any. We just tried like in overseas, like in Guam and Cebu. Yeah.
Oh, nice. You went to Guam and Cebu too?
Well,
And
yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, so we got scuba diving license in Guam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
You have a scuba diving license?
Yeah. Do you have?
I don't have.
I strongly recommend you get it.
I'm not a big swimmer.
Well, both of us are not
Yeah.
too.
So how do you get your like? They like just you have a trainer and then
Yeah, try
they
it.
just.
But
Is it? I actually have a phobia of deep water.
Oh, you do.
really?
Yeah, because the movie Jaws
Ah.
was so scary to me when I was a little kid. So that made me like very fear like deep underwater stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so because you don't know what's under there,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So that's like one of the biggest fears that I have.
Oh, I see.
That could be possible. Yeah.
But I would like to try it though. I want to get rid of
Yeah,
this
you
fear.
should try it. To me, the attractive point was like the what is it, 장비? The equipment. Because I can breathe under the water, even though I can't swimming well. So that was such attractive, and I can see all the stuffs and the fishes under the water. It was
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you see all the fish and stuff.
yeah.
What kind of fish? Did you see sharks?
No.
Mermaids? Mermaids and dolphins.
Tunas, like I don't know, like what's it called in
Yeah,
English, but like a lot of like like beautiful color.
Yeah.
You know, the fishes living in hot weather is a country, right?
Right.
Yarteo, right?
Oh
I don't know how
yeah. Like Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Those
Finding
things.
Nemo.
I'm so immature.
Yeah, little fishes.
I think of cartoons when I
But that makes sense to us. That's the only word we know for like right there.
Yeah.
That's Alright, that's cool. So I think we're gonna wrap it up right now. But do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about, or anything else you guys want to add? For now.
Well, today I think we just talked about like the difference in terms of the culture stuff.
Yeah.
But I just want to recommend for Korean people, like for us, like I think it's a great opportunity for us to be outgoing and active, to hang out with other foreigners. Like
Yeah, dude.
it's good for us and also good for them. You know, like we can also learn English, and for them, they can learn Korean as well as Korean culture.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of like our generation's job or like, responsibility is to be more open to foreigners. And
so how does that, good point. Like how do you go about that? Like, because Koreans are generally, they're more, especially when it comes to English, they're very like reserved. So how do you think that can change? Because it's very culturally, it's very, like for example, right? If there is like a famous person, like Obama came to Korea one time, a while back, and there were like a group of reporters, and he was done with the speech.
Yeah, I know that.
And then he was like, "Oh, any questions you guys want to ask?" Or now's the time. And nobody.
Silence.
It was so awkward. I felt awkward watching the interview. Right. I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
So that's a cultural thing, right? Because are you allowed to raise your hand in class? Is it considered rude if a teacher's talking and then you're like, I have a question? Is that like a bad thing or?
In class, not usually, but I got your point. Like if like a really higher person or like the upper management person ask like a question,
right?
Yeah.
Then like they are reluctant. Like a lot of Koreans are reluctant to ask questions.
Because I heard my friend. I don't know if my friend was exaggerating, but my friend was saying that, in Korea, if you go to school, you shouldn't ask questions during the professor's lecture.
Really?
So I can't raise my hand and be like, while he's talking, if he's talking about something, and I'm like, and then it's like, what are you doing? Put your hand down, boy. It's not no time for questions right now. It's kind of like I heard it's a little bit very. I guess it depends on the person.
Yeah, right.
But that's why generally people are they're hesitant to speak out sometimes.
Right.
So how does that? So that's a very good advice, man. I recommend, because I want more Koreans and foreigners and people from all over the world to meet each other.
Right.
And that's one of our main reasons for the podcast too. Is I want to see people, from different parts of the world, like really get along, and that's why we're doing this too. So, my question is like, man, that's something that we have to really overcome, right, as a country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to do that. So.
Yeah. Then.
Good point.
And then first of all, I think in Korea a lot of people is afraid of making mistakes when they speak in foreign languages. But in my case, not now, but younger period. I don't know. When I was in child, and then I wasn't afraid of making mistakes when I speak in English, like just spitting words, like so. That's how I can work.
But yes, I feel like Sooyoung, you're that's very. Your personality is just really bright, right? Both of you guys are just. When I met you for the first time, I was like, you're really active, and you weren't awkward or shy or anything. But I think that's a personality difference. You can't really teach somebody that,
Could be. Yeah. Could be one.
Because I really feel a lot of like my foreign friends from other countries, like especially in America and Canada and the UK, they always tell me like they want to meet more Koreans, but it's kind of okay. So it's only for one objective. For example, they just want to learn English. So like after they learn, I got this a lot too actually. So because their company, for example, if you're working at a company and if they have to write an email in English, sometimes you do, right? If you work with, you're working for a Korean company, but with other international people, then you have to email them in English.
Yeah.
So I used to get people who wanted to be my friends so that they can send their emails to me and I have to like revise it. Like a lot of like those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of foreigners feel like sometimes they feel used.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Nothing more than just learning language. That's all, right?
yeah, not even just learning language. Like I need to do well on this on my job.
So could you help me out on this?
Come on, buddy. You're like, give me some help here. So those are kind of the things that. So like I want that. I want to break that barrier, which is why I asked you some questions about that. But hopefully, let's we can organize our own food trip or something. That would be really cool too, right? Yeah, that would be really cool.
So, what is your favorite food in Korea?
My favorite food. Oh my god, there's so many. There's too many. I would say my favorite food in Korea. Oh my god.
Chimek? Or
Chicken and beer is probably one of the best things, right? Anything meat is
Right.
in Korea is so good. But I love 해산물. Like seafood is my favorite.
Wow, nice.
all seafood.
All kinds.
Oh.
Yeah, all kinds. So doesn't matter like 멍게. I don't even know how to say it. Sea urchin. Like the stronger ones are better for me. Like sea urchin, squid, octopus.
Wow.
Like stingray.
I don't know what that is. Chang maybe? No.
장어, no. Stingray. Oh my
What?
god. The one with the little stinger at the.
Oh, 낙지.
No.
산낙지?
산낙지. No. 산낙지.
Stinger?
Like those oh my god. Those that fish. It's shaped like a triangular like this with the like sharp.
오징어?
No, they can kill you. Like they have a very sharp tail.
Really?
Shark-tail.
가오리.
가오리.
Yeah.
I have never tried this.
Yeah,
really
me
good.
too.
Yeah, actually stingrays are really good.
Wow.
And jellyfish too, so yeah.
What is jellyfish?
Jellyfish.
그 해파리.
해파리.
I see.
Yeah. I love like all those kinds of weird fish thingies.
That's good though. Yeah, that's good for your body, right?
Yeah, I like those kind of foods too.
Wow,
But
nice.
mainly like seafood is my favorite. Yeah. But you guys like meat, gogi?
Yeah, 삼겹살.
Oh my god, yeah, pork,
Yeah,
like beef.
beef.
Oh my, squash the beef. Yeah. So yeah, those are all really good. So what would you recommend to people first time if you're coming to Korea? If you're not a vegetarian. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, to foreigners who visit Korea at their first time.
Yeah, first time, let's say. And they don't know. They don't know what to eat. They're like, because you gotta order the food, but it's all in Korean.
Okay.
But you know the picture, then what would you, like, oh, I know what that is. What would you recommend?
Like, absolutely chimek and samgyeopsal
Nice.
and 족발, I think.
Oh, pig meat?
족발.
Yeah.
Samgyeopsal is pork, and then what was the other one? Second one?
치맥. 치맥 is
Chicken
chicken
and beer. It's like the best.
Yeah.
Korean chicken is literally the best in the world.
족발 is like a Korean haksen, right?
Yeah, hogs like the pig feet.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Pig feet.
All kinds of meat, right?
Yeah. In other country, they used to eat pig feet.
In Germany?
Not in America. We don't eat pig's feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we eat like boar head.
Boar head?
Yeah, boar head.
What it is?
Oh, like pig's head.
Oh.
So actually, it's like when we eat like deli sandwich, we would cut boar's head.
Oh, really?
And then yeah.
Sandwich.
Yeah, I used to eat that all the time at delis.
Oh,
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's really good. Boar heads are really. Oh no, just rip it off. Yeah.
We eat pig's head in Korea, but not in sandwich.
Yeah, you guys, we just eat it, right?
Yeah, just eat it.
족발.
Boiled.
Yeah. Can you guys eat like frog legs too? I can eat that kind of stuff. Yeah,
You can?
Yeah, can you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you like it?
I've
haven't
never
tried yet.
tried it.
Oh, really? You never tried it?
Yeah.
It's really good.
When did you
Yeah,
eat
how
it?
did you try that?
I tried it at a buffet.
In Korea?
Yeah, in Korea. They don't. Okay,
In Korea.
so there's
You're more Korean than...
I'm like teaching you this.
Relax.
You should teach us the Korean culture.
It's there is this restaurant in Shillingdong, which is in Seoul. There's like this place called I forgot the restaurant, but it's pretty fancy. It's like a fancy buffet, and I forgot the name. My uncle took me,
Oh, really?
but they had fried frogs, and it wasn't just frog legs; it was the whole body. So
Wow.
you eat like it's just like this.
Yeah.
It's just like the whole frog. So yeah, I ate that. It's really good.
Just frogs with that sticks.
It's just a frog. You have a
Chopstick? Or
a plier like
Oh.
chicken, and then you just
So you can cut it.
yeah you just no. It's like you eat it like chicken. You know when you.
Oh.
It's literally fried. It's so good. Trust me, you'll love it. I'm gonna give it to you.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the skins of frogs? It's
No.
quite different with the chicken, right?
But you know what? It tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference. You don't taste anything weird. It just tastes real. It tastes really good. Yeah,
Just
frogs are really good.
small chicken like.
It was pretty big. No, it's a big chicken. We're talking about like this type of chicken here. Like this.
That big?
This is like the body.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's big.
Yeah. So that it's a big frog. I can't believe you've never had a frog.
So you
Frogs
can
are
eat
really
the
good.
head of frogs.
I didn't eat the head.
Yeah.
It was like
yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Oh,
That looks kind of gross.
okay.
What about chicken feet? Can you eat chicken feet?
Chicken?
No, I can't.
Oh, like 닭발?
Yeah, dakbar.
Because it's really spicy.
Yeah, it's spicy. That's why I don't usually eat it, but
Yeah.
I can eat it. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
What's your favorite? Like, what do you guys eat at home? When you what do you guys like? You know, you cook at home, or you know, your family cooks. What do you usually eat? Like just rice with Korean food?
yeah, usually rice
Oh.
with Korean food like kimchi jjigae, 된장찌개. Yeah.
No, like pizza, pasta.
On weekends,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
I usually eat Korean food too, but I love jjajangmyeon.
Oh.
That's what we were talking about, like on your
Like black noodles
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah,
You guys talking about it?
yeah.
I love it. I can have it every day. I don't know. I'm so addicted to it. Like people say, it's like nothing special, but black noodles are the best.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Is it same taste in United
No,
States?
it's not. Korea's way better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the America's black noodles they're really thick. So they're like it's like not they don't boil the water right, the noodles right.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't taste good.
Oh.
It's kind of like just I can't really, but here it's very 탄력 있다. Like
Yeah.
man, I'm losing my English too. What am I doing here?
탄력 있다. English.
Elastic, like
Elastic?
it's very chewy.
Yeah.
Like very
Yeah,
Okay.
It doesn't just break easily. Kind of, you know.
Yeah, that was so Korean,
noodle.
Joe.
Yo, I'm so Korean. Oh my god.
Welcome to Korea, Joe. Now you're Korean.
All right, yeah. So I love that black noodles every day.
That's it.
Yeah.
I love
Sushi.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
sashimi.
like
sashimi.
so like hesamur too. You like hesamur too.
Especially sashimi. The sushi.
Oh, like kwama or what?
Oh yeah, kwangwa
Yeah.
and the salmons, tuna,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's difference between sashimi and sushi.
Sushi.
Yeah, sushi
Right?
is with rice, but
Yeah.
sashimi is just
Fishes.
fishes.
Right. Like sashimi is it's they cut it on right there in front of you,
Right.
Yeah.
Which is the difference, right?
Mhm.
But sushi they kind of leave it ferment it a little bit for like a day or two. That's why it tastes a little bit different, right?
Really?
Do they?
Yeah, sushi is like in Japanese sushi.
Yeah.
Is they cut it and then they like leave it.
Leave it
Somewhere
for
day or
making
two.
sushi.
Yeah.
Oh.
So sakida, yeah,
Oh,
sushi's
really?
kind of like that. Yeah, for a few days, like 2 or 3.
Mm.
But like hesamur sashimi is like I love it because it's like so raw and
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's new. How
Yeah.
do you describe it?
Bro.
This- it's so hard to explain that in English.
Oh yeah, I didn't know the difference.
Yeah, it's different. I love sashimi more.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sushi.
It's more new. It's fresher. Yeah. So, what like do you guys Koreans usually drink soju
Yeah.
with
Sashimi.
sashimi, right?
Or chongha.
Oh, you do? 청아?
Well, chongha is more fit to tuna or sashimi. In Korean, culture, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they usually say, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Older generations, like they say, sashimi is quite fit for what's it called? Cheonga, yeah.
Cheonga is like that. What is it? What is cheonga?
Grape, I think.
Is it great? It's sweet too.
Right?
Soju is not sweet at all.
I don't know.
Soju is like bitter, but cheonga is actually
a bit
it's
more
very
mild.
sweet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very mild too. So,
Yeah, mild.
oh, people have that with sashimi? I didn't know that.
Usually, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
Usually, really.
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe I'm not correct.
Where are you from?
I don't know much about it. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. So, what country?
Usually I prefer to drink cheonga because it is mild, but
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
mild,
a type
yeah.
to like alcohol.
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
I don't know, but
It's not strong. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like okay. Why do Koreans drink so much?
why do you drink so much?
I don't know why I drink. I'm Korean.
That was a good
That's a good
question.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer. It's great. All right, yeah. We're running out of time right now, but anything like you added something, Brian, and then would you like to add something else too, or
ask something to you.
sure, or you want to add something or anything?
I'd like to ask you about the difference between the dating style, between
we
I mean
didn't
the
talk
United
about
States
dating.
and Korea, right?
We didn't even talk about dating. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never met other guys except him,
Oh,
so I don't know the
Lucky guy,
difference.
man.
So, could I ask you for you?
Yeah, sure. So you want to know the difference between dating a Korean girl and other girls from other countries? Depends on the girl, of course. What am I like? I feel like
Shy boy.
shy boy right here. I think that one of the biggest things is how Korean girls they respond to you. Response. Response is the most difference, I think. Like, for example, if you're dating an American or Canadian girl, they're very. There's no aegyo. Aegyo? You don't. Man, there's no like cute acting or. Korean language itself. Korean language is very emotional.
Yeah.
It's one of the most. I think it's the
yeah.
most emotional language in the world, right? Highly emotional language. So like English is very scientific language, right? Because it's from Latin. So and like Latin roots it's very they're very scientific, right? So I feel like that's the main thing when I'm talking to a Korean girl. The way they like even typing or talking, it's very feminine.
Yeah.
Very feminine,
Yeah.
and girls really try to be more feminine towards the guy, right? So because guys like that generally, but in America or other cultures, it's like there's no feminine. I'm not saying they're not feminine, but
Yeah.
they don't have that Korean feminine type of feel.
I see.
That's
You know,
interesting.
and also even with like emoji.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Korean, when you're messaging a Korean girl, they're very more expressive with their emoticons,
Yeah.
Right.
and they have those little like things,
Yeah, right.
smiley faces, and all these things.
Right.
So it's very. I feel more when I'm with a Korean girl. I feel more manly because
Okay.
she's more feminine.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
With American or other American girls, I feel more like we're just the same kind of like you're a person, I'm a person. We're kind of dating. We're like friends,
Yeah.
right? But in Korea, it's like she can be my age or even older than me, but I still feel like I am more manly and I feel a little older sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's one of the main things too.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of I don't know. Oh, okay. For example, a lot of Korean girls are generally more shy. So, like when you're meeting somebody, even if they're really outgoing, they don't really want to show that. Especially like first couple dates,
Right.
they actually feel they think that it's not good to be super active.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you mean. Like,
'cause
it's
guys
better
are-
to be polite.
Yeah, it's better to be like just like kind of quiet and
Yeah.
chill, even if you're really active. So girls like say to me like, oh, I'm usually really active, but like when I was dating you, I was trying not to be. I was like, why? I didn't understand a little bit, but I get it now. It's more that's like the culture. So I like that. It's kind of there's different like pros and cons. I think to
Yeah.
that. Very like Korean girls are extremely feminine, so you guys are really attracted to that. And then like American girls, they're more like equal to you, like almost like you're just friends. So it's like let's just go out, more comfortable. More comfortable, I think is the right term.
I see. But I think the ego, I totally agree with the ego because I think it's just came from the Korean culture, like tones, because
Right.
for be more polite.
Right.
Because I saw a video clip from in the YouTube, like Park Kere. Do you know him? Yeah,
No.
he's
Is he a YouTuber?
he's YouTuber
Oh, okay.
like from United States, and
Right,
he's
right.
talking about the difference between the Korean and United States, and then he talked about tones and way to express the Korean style, because in Korea there is a culture to they try to more polite to their 상사 or the higher
right.
person.
Yeah, we talked about
Sometimes
this,
we
yeah.
change our speaking tones and expressions,
Right.
but sometimes it shows like sometimes foreigners felt like it is fake. Because they totally change their tones and expressions to others suddenly. So he said he felt like, why do you like that suddenly? Because it's
Well,
not like you.
Very
like,
interesting.
Yeah, but after that he recognized, it's like Korean culture. So
So you gotta like kind of adapt to the person. act a certain way.
Sometimes I try to be more polite to my
Yeah,
boss,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I change my tone like
Doing
or
That's perfect.
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
I used to use a more formal expressions to them.
Right.
So I think the ego is like same is on the same line with that. So
Right.
but I can't agree that the styles, the personality.
Yeah.
Cause it's like it totally depends on individual personality. Like so.
That's true.
I think
it does. Yeah.
you've never. Sorry. You haven't met a Korean girl who is like more.
Very, very active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
What are you talking
active
about?
Brian, what are you talking about? I've actually dated girls that are like they're active, but they try not to be, and they're
Why?
because they're like, if I show you, they keep joking like this too. They're like, if I show you how active I am, then you won't like me. like this. I have to say this in Korean. 진짜 이런 모습 보여주면 진짜 진짜 안 좋아할 것 같아.
Yeah.
Like that. They're joking, but it's like half joking.
Yeah.
Because I can tell that she wants to express herself more, and like for example, she wanted another beer, but she didn't get it. She didn't tell me because she didn't want me to think that she's like like a wild girl or something like that. But she's like very active and she wants to hang out. Just like this. So that's something that I kind of realized. Not everyone's like that.
Yeah,
but I was like, okay. Like, you can
that's nice.
just be yourself. Like,
Yeah.
What about you, man?
I don't have any experience.
You guys literally.
Really? Are you sure?
So you guys dated since college,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then you
Since we were 20.
damn. That's very impressive.
Yeah, well, actually, there's several times we've broken up.
Oh, you don't need to say
yeah. Still for 8 years.
Yeah, of course. There's 8 years is almost like a decade. That's that's almost 10 years.
Yeah, you're right.
So you got, when you date somebody for that long, do you feel like you're so used to like this person? Like how does it feel? Because
What do you mean?
oh, like for example, like married couples, like if when I'm not saying you're married, but like when people get married and they live together for like 30 years, they're so used to each other and they know like everything about each other.
Yeah.
I never had somebody like that yet, because the longest I've dated was 3.5 years,
That's long.
and that was for me. It was very long, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I know everything about this girl, right? That's what I thought. But 8 years, do you feel like, oh, like I think I know this person very well, or there's still like surprises?
Oh, it's like more than I know this person well. Like it's like my family now. For now,
Oh,
like so.
nice.
Yeah, just
That's awesome.
like 당연한.
Yeah. It's almost like, of course.
Yeah, of course. Then and sometimes people ask me about how do you feel like because you met him for 8 years and is there any special things?
Right.
But I said, oh well, it's just my family. Like it's of course to me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's cool.
like do you have any special things for your mom, like or any? I don't know, like 나 엄마하고 오늘 뭐 할 거라든지 아니면 엄마하고 오래 지내서 어때? 라는 얘기는 하지 않지만 it's unusual to ask to someone to like how do you feel like with your mom for a long times together, but it's like awkward question, like what, right? So it's like to me
Right. Oh, okay. It's like an awkward question.
yeah.
You guys are so like been together for so long. That's interesting. Okay.
네, 약간 이런 뭔가 하는 것도 어쩌면 it might be 흑역사. Because we don't know the future. Because we can, but we have a lot of memories, like lots of photos and like this video clip. But
right.
it might be 흑역사, like dark memory. In the future, it might be. But for now, it's like of course to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. It looks like you want to add something.
No. As she says, as she's just said, it's just asking a question. Like, you don't usually like plan ahead with like if you're to hang out with your family, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's just like the same thing to us. Like we don't plan to do anything like as a couple. Like just we're family, so like okay, let's just do this or do this. Yeah.
Wow.
So I think it's just more than like knowing this person well.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit more than just like knowing Jessie.
Yeah.
I know.
You call her Jessie or Sooyoung?
Sooyoung.
I'm so used to Sooyoung that
Me too.
I don't think I can call you Jessie.
Yeah, you used to call me Sooyoung,
Yeah, it's like a different person. If I call you Jessie, who's Jessie?
Jessie!
Alright, well, yeah, oh man. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up, but do you have any like Instagram or Facebook, anything you wanna add to like people to add you on, or you can do it right now if you want to, or
Oh yeah, sure.
if there's anything.
Should I just say my like Instagram?
Yeah, you just like at whatever your ID is if you want to.
Oh yeah, sure.
So Instagram at
Brian, as
Brian.
Brian, and I'm underbar
under
Kim 0406.
Okay, Brian underbar Kim 0406.
0406,
All right, guys. So that's about it. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
for inviting
inviting
us.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you guys next time. This has been an awesome episode.
Bye, y'all.
We'll talk soon. Peace.